Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris News. Magic tricks.
Star shuts.
What?
Thunderstruck.
Massive Woody.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney pals, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris Show, the first Disneyland Paris Show of 2025.
It's going to be a silly one, I can already tell.
Nonetheless, perhaps, maybe, it depends how many E numbers are in our tiki cup today, I do believe. Hey, it's been a minute. I mean, we always have 2 weeks off over Christmas because it's hard to negotiate large families and travelling and seeing everyone and fit it in. And
Yep.
we just need a break. The nights are dark here. But then we had a big old dump of snow.
Snow.
I maybe could have got that sentence out a bit quicker. Yeah, just then. Big old dump of snow last week, which prevented Chris from coming up from his wing of the house that we all share. And so we had to call it a day then as well. And then finally, we're back together.
You think she's a bit quiet? Oh, I've just got myself comfortable now.
Quieter than us.
Quieter than us. We haven't
Yeah.
even spoken yet.
Oh, well, we did the headlines.
Is it something
Are we
I'm
running
doing?
late but sounding great? That's
Do
what I
I
was
need to be
hoping for.
closer or something? So yeah, we've got to remember how to do this show now. I know we start with news. We have a couple of jingles. We tend to go down a few rabbit holes. Chris fiddles with things while I try and vamp and make things cohesive so that we don't have any dead air.
Yeah.
And then we
Soldier on.
I have to tell you now what's happening after this show, because some of you might want to jump on this particular fun horse. Is I have written a Disney Big Fat Quiz of the Year for you for 2024 to test your memories of 2024. So we're doing our 37 Quizney Streets over on our Patreon pals Extra Magic time. So anyone who pays, is it still £3 a month?
Just £3 a month, yeah.
That is such a bargain. Anyone who wants to pay £3 a month to join our Patreon and help keep us in microphones and stands and new bits and bats that Chris buys, you can do that over on Patreon. The link is in the description, I do believe. And then you will get the link for the show after today. If you're not listening to this on Sunday night, you can still do that and you'll still get the link to this Quizney Street show. Is that correct? This
Absolutely.
feels like a Morecambe and Wise sketch.
It
Me
does.
trying to present a show while you move my microphone.
It does, but
around.
I'm just going to focus on those people who are listening as opposed to those who are watching the comedy unfold. And hopefully you're in a better place now. But you do seem quite quiet for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure why you are.
Shall I project more?
Maybe we're just too loud.
Maybe that's it.
Okay.
Maybe that's it.
I'm going to try speak quick. I'm going to use my teacher's voice for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
How is that?
That sounds like a plan. All I would say is, back in December 2024, I said to you all, I warned you all, we'd gone off those radio mics because they were crackling and horrible all the time, and we were going to do things a bit different, and it would take a while, teething problems and all that, and also I didn't quite get a chance to test the microphones properly, so it'll be all right. You're being picked up. I can see that you are. What's confusing me is how much Hugh and I are being picked up on each other's microphones at the moment, because we shouldn't be. But we'll figure it out. And let's just get on with it and have some fun.
Yeah. Let's get on with the Disney.
Yeah.
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 First of all, have you seen what I'm wearing? I mean, the listeners haven't, but I'm thinking that Hugh will give it a rather epic description now so that they can...
It's a cardigan
Yeah.
with like knitted, like actual plushes stuck to it, like Mickey gloves, a mini, a bow. Is there a bow?
And these, yeah, there's bows and gloves and, yeah, minis. You've got it all. But they are quite 3D. It's a bright red cardigan. And you guys, or at least some of you guys, knew about this before I did. This was my Christmas present. And Hugh put it in the Christmas vlog that he uploaded just before Christmas. And he said to me and Bonnie, "You're not allowed to watch this until after Christmas. So we didn't get to see the vlog until after Christmas, and this was why.
It's a nice little vlog as well.
I got it from the Disneyland Paris Hotel. I had to tell Bonnie and Lucy as they went to the shops I was going to go and take some photographs, but I ran there, and as you see in the video, like, it was all fine, but then being served at the till when I was next in line and there's nothing else happening, it took longer than going there and getting back. And I was going, come on, under my breath. I almost put the money on the table and walked out, which isn't technically stealing. They don't like that, though. Don't do that. They do not like that, do they?
They do not like stealing at Disneyland
It's
Paris.
not stealing if
not
you've
magical.
given them the money.
No.
Yeah, true.
But they haven't processed it properly. But then, that would involve them going over to the racks and getting another one and scanning it in. But it almost got to that point. It was ridiculous.
I have more Disney gifts to show you, as do other members of the family.
I have news.
We will save them.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Save them.
Chris has news that he's been teasing us
I have
with,
news.
and I said,
yeah.
save it for the show.
Chris has got news, but before we get too social, should we see who's in the chat?
Ooh, can we?
Who are they?
All aboard, please. Joey was first in the chat, as Joey often is, and Joey says, "Hey, lovelies, so happy you are back. My first question for the new year is, what are your Disney or Disneyland Paris goals for this year?"
Well, I would like to go at Halloween for the first time this year. But also, and this has come out of something rather macabre, but I've been glued to the absolute tragedy that's going on in Los Angeles all week, and my heart goes out desperately to everyone who's suffering over there. But at some point, I decided that California looks really nice when it's not on fire, and so my goal is to book a trip to Anaheim this year.
Interesting.
For 2026. We can't go this year. We can't afford it.
No.
So we're thinking either August or October 2026 is currently looking likely.
Very nice.
Yes.
Mine would just be to go. But I have news, so I'll tell you about that later.
Yes.
I want just once to get a Disney-themed shortbread biscuit that's been advertised in the parks and actually be able to get hold of one. Like the Boba Fett biscuit or the Bagheera biscuit.
I'd like to have the guts.
Sable.
Hugh, I'd like to have the guts to write "Do you have hot chocolate" in French on my phone, screenshot it, and then show it to somebody in a cart.
Yeah, you type it out in your notes, take a screenshot, then go into your gallery, turn your phone to the side, enlarge it, then hold it up to the window.
I thought it was an amazing feat.
Avez-vous chocolat chaud? But make sure to miss out the dash between Ave and vous. Put an S instead of a Z. Was it a Z instead of an S?
And you put an E on the end of chocolat as well.
No, I didn't put an E on the end of chaud.
Ah.
But, you could make it out. The thing is, I did all this and I thought, this doesn't look right. I bet this is all wrong. And there was 3 mistakes in it, at least. But she knew and she nodded. It saved queuing, because sometimes you could queue and get to the front and say, "Do you have hot chocolates?" And they say, "No, sorry, we do not have hot chocolate." And we'd be like, "Oh, we've been waiting for 10 minutes." So, yeah.
Julia's straight in with a question. She says, "How hot does it?" Shall I let?
Yes.
I'll let you go down the list.
Let Hugh do his admin.
We'll get
John
to you,
says,
Julia.
"Hey pals, long time no see. So glad you're back. Hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and New Year."
Oh, we have, thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, we have. I hope you have too. Have the Rains or Fletchers got any Disney trips planned in 2025?
Well,
I've got news. I'll tell you about it later.
Put a pin in that. Elle says, "Evening all. Great to have you back. Would love to know if you saw any sign of the refurbs at DCR. 38 days to our trip at Feb half term. Not a sniff.
no.
Not a sign."
No, we were
not
there.
a sniff.
But to be fair, we were there the last week in November, and their press release had said the end of 2024, sorry, and the beginning of 2025. So it really might have meant mid-December, might it, when it said the end of 2024. But no, because we actually put in a request that if they were available to have a new cabin. We obviously didn't get it, but we also didn't see any new cabins or any building
If you want to see the old cabin, be sure to check out my video on my channel, Hugh Rain. My most recent video is our stay at Davy Crockett. of Christmas. And I finished it just in time, and I released it on Christmas Eve, I think, didn't I? Yes, I did. And I told Bonnie and Lucy they weren't allowed to watch it because there was
Spoilers.
secrets in there.
It was timely because we didn't have any shows, so it meant there was some stuff coming out on the channel, which is nice.
Yeah. Elle says, also, how's the cockapooch?
Oh, she had her operation on Monday, so they cut a big cut here down her belly, and they've got rid of the hernia, and she's pretty much back to normal now, except she's got stitches, obviously. So
I met her on New Year's Eve, and she's ace.
She is ace. She's really ace. I tell you what, as well, over Christmas she has been so good because cockapoos are bat poo crazy. There we go. We like that. That's a well-known phrase.
Yeah.
They're absolutely crazy bonkers, but we seem to have got one of the tamer ones. She does like to jump up for people's food. It's kind of unavoidable because she wants to know what's going on, but once she realizes she's not getting any, she kind of gives up and goes somewhere else. So, but yeah, she's absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Oh.
Bonnie says, hi, everyone.
Hi, Bonnie.
Andrew says, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Cheryl says, hello, really looking forward to the show tonight. No Disney plans this yet. No Disney plans yet.
This year.
I think yeah, this year. Oh yeah, this year must be in that show. Yet I think we might wait till the new land now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and then she puts underneath asterisk year, which if I'd have seen that wouldn't have been such a mess.
Do you know what that means? That the World of Adventure will definitely open next year. How about that? We've not been able to say that before. Now we can.
How exciting.
And Jen says, hi, Disney pals. I'm off to DLP in 63 days. Can't wait to see the new nighttime show.
Yes.
Hannah says, hi, everyone. Andrew says, my goal is to understand how somewhere so expensive gets more expensive, but still manages to be crammed busy when no one has any money. I do wonder this.
Yes.
Will this be a quieter year whilst the place is a building site?
I don't think quieter years exist, do they? I think that
not anymore. It's official. Yeah, they just said there's no quiet periods anymore. They don't exist. We've got Ed in the chat and MBG82 who says hi all, and
that name rolls off the tongue.
And Jay Scalesy, evening all, and Kelfie, hi. We had like a spate there of bizarre handles.
Yellow circle. Sorry, we're just moving some things off the screen there in the way.
And we've also got Cool Pasty in the chat, and Julia, and Pat, and Danielle. Cool Pasty says, it says, are there cardioid mics? I've used one round the wrong way many a time.
Right, so has everyone got a blue light pointing towards them and a silver dot on the front of the microphone?
Yes.
Then we're all the right way around. But yes, it is cardioid. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think one of the issues that we have at the moment is we used to sit round a table and not in a line like we are at the moment. So we'll figure it out. But the sound seems to be all right at the moment, so I'm okay. I'm pretty happy.
Well, Chris, I mean, you say that, but Julia also says she's contemplating a July Disney trip.
July Disney trip.
Was that a good segue?
Do you want me to talk about my news?
Deliberately bad. Yeah, in just a sec. Well, I'll finish off. So what else we got? And she asks, how hot does it get?
Oh,
do you know what? It does get hot.
It does.
It does get hot.
Does.
In July, though, I guess it depends. When we went in August last time, when we were all there at the same time, it was ridiculous.
When we went in, the first time we went with Bonnie in 2017, we went at the end of June, beginning of July, and it was 34 degrees. And then the first time we went to Florida, we were like, oh, prepare yourself, Florida. And it was like 30, 31 degrees. And we were able to say it's hotter in Disneyland Paris. So having said that, it's like all of Europe, though. It's very patchy. You could easily just get a nice regular, 19-degree day. But no, it does get hot. I would prepare for summer holiday weather.
Absolutely.
And we're waiting to find out if Danielle did get a new cabin or not. Because Danielle said, I also requested a new cabin, but I noticed they were swapping out old cabins for new cabins. And then worked on swapping the cabins overnight. I don't understand that, Danielle. But Elle asks, did you get a new one, Danielle? Danielle says, no, they were still working on them. I see. Taking old ones out and bringing the new ones in. All the workmen would arrive in the evening.
Were they literally picking them up and driving them out and driving in new ones in their place?
I think so.
Is that right?
God,
that's exciting, though, isn't it?
That was always the plan, yeah, to just go...
Can you imagine if you were there on the first day and then they came and took it while you were sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up somewhere in Lille.
Can you imagine waiting to check in and looking out the window and just seeing like
Motorway.
a convoy of cabins disappearing out of the entrance?
Right, I'm thirsty and Chris has got news.
Oh, my drink's over there. Bonnie, I need your help.
Play the jingle, man.
Ole! It's showtime!
Thank you, Slave.
You hold that, Chris. Well, you made yourself a beverage, now drink it up from your tiki cup.
So today, I was in B&M last week, popular store, and I noticed this Vimto Discovery Zero. It's mango and dragon fruit flavour, and I thought this is the kind of thing we would have on the show.
When I saw that, I thought this is the kind of thing I would buy.
And I thought this is the kind of thing that Hugh would buy.
And he was right. And it's zero sugar.
And it's zero sugar. And unlike some of the zero sugar stuff we've had in the past, it's actually got a sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It is really
What do
nice.
you think, Bonnie? Bonnie's got one over there.
Yum.
I wish
Yum.
I'd bought two, but I didn't.
I'll keep an eye out for that.
I'm a bit stuck now. Thank you.
Not sponsored, of course.
Non-spam?
But, you know, Vimto, you can sponsor us if you want.
Part of the reason I was in B&M, by the way, and this isn't for discussion now because we've got other things to talk about, is because I needed an extra thing for your Christmas present, Hugh. So I was in B&M to get said thing.
Oh, okay.
And I've got Christmas presents for you because to me it's still Christmas because we haven't all exchanged gifts yet. And
We
so-
haven't done gifts.
even though we've seen each other.
Chris's birthday's in 2 days.
It is. It's my birthday on Tuesday.
Yeah.
How exciting.
So that's going to have to wait until next week.
I think I forgot Lucy's birthday again last year on the show.
The thing is, because we didn't exchange on the show, when we've met up over Christmas, which we have done, there are other friends because we have more friends. I know
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like we do. We have more friends, and we don't all get each other presents. So if we just give each other presents and go, "Oh, sorry, Ben,
Yeah, not for you.
Brookie, Kat, you don't get presents. You're not special friends enough." So we have to keep them to our secret time. Our secret time that we broadcast on the internet.
Christmas presents.
Christmas presents.
I get the Brooks presents.
Yeah, Hugh just turns up with presents everywhere, I've noticed.
I gave Laura a cheeky little gin.
Yeah, you did. She was very pleased
But
with that.
I was just like, yeah, do you want a gin? It's just a little gift set. I was
got a
like,
little something
yeah,
for
do
you.
you want this?
Um,
That's what I do. I just go out, like, I just have all these extra gifts and I just go,
Okay.
do you want that?
I know we need to talk news, but can I just quickly? I've had a message and I feel like it needs addressing.
Oh.
Okay, so this is from James Wade. Now, James Wade and his girlfriend Harriet were supposed to be going to DLP at the end of the month, but now it's ex-girlfriend, and I know, and she's decided that she's going to go with her cousins instead. Can you believe it?
I can.
So you can. There you go.
I mean, that sounds just like Harriet, to be honest.
I know, and the thing is, James is James is the person who sent us all that hot sauce, the bottle of hot sauce last year. So I feel like we owe him a debt, and I feel a little bit.
Are we picking sides?
Well, I think we should.
I think we're picking sides.
So we're all on Team Harriet, is that right? Sorry, Jane.
I want it in the paperwork that James gets to keep 37 Disney Street.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apparently they're both watching today. But I have to say, I'm going to say this. I feel very uncomfortable being asked to throw shade on this. But that's what James has asked me to do.
We don't do shade, Wade. James Wade.
But they're still the best of friends, apparently. But he
Good.
said, would he be able to give us some light-hearted ribbing about it in some way?
I think we already have, haven't we?
I wasn't aware she would also be listening, and I was already giving the ribbon. So
I know.
What
Yeah.
character we have ribbed for your pleasure? What character would do the most Disney ribbing?
Ooh,
I mean, Hades had some good.
he did.
Some good one-liners, didn't he?
Mushu. I reckon Mushu would be pretty good at throwing shade.
Put it this way: who can I do an impression of?
Oh, right, okay. Oh, I
In my
mean,
limited range,
I think Jeffrey would probably be the best person to do it.
Jeffrey the animator
Yeah.
from back in the day.
Yeah.
Who no one will probably know who that is, but he would say it's Harriet, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Say,
Harriet, can't believe you taken off and gone all the way over there to the parks and left poor old James behind. It's cruel, it's mean, and it's obscene.
I would really like Jeffrey to be a regular feature on this show, so I'm going to keep bringing him up.
We gave him the worst name.
I know.
Jeffrey the Animator. It's such a British name. Are there any Jeffreys in America?
I don't know.
Jeff.
Even Godfrey would have been better, wouldn't it?
What character's called Jeff on a TV show?
Don't know.
There are
Can't
some-
even-
Yeah, there
will
is.
be.
There are
On
some
Curb the
Jeffs.
Enthusiasm, you've got Jeff Green.
Jeff Green. Yeah, he must be Jeffrey Green.
He must
Okay.
be.
Okay.
Okay.
Joey says Scar would be the ultimate shady character. Can you do a Jeremy Irons?
Nope.
Right. Moving on.
I can't. We've got lots to get
Right,
through, you know.
yeah. Okay, right. Bonnie has to pick the next thing we talk about because we've too many options. We've got news, we've got gifts, we've got Chris's trip.
Chris's trip.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we can't
So,
tease it anymore.
we decided this week that it was time that we booked our summer holiday, so we've booked to go Euro camping. That's it.
It is time.
Cheers. No,
And
and so we're going to go to Disney from the 22nd to the 24th. We're staying at Davy Crockett because we just thought we've had a really proper solid think about this, and we just thought, what's the point in paying more to go and stay in one of the other hotels when we know full well we're not going to want to go and have restaurant type meals because of Ollie being celiac. So it makes more sense for us to go and self cater.
yeah.
And go and enjoy all the snacks and stuff and the things that are gluten-free that we know we can have. So we've decided we're going to go stay at Davy Crockett. So we'll have 3 full days there. We've booked a hotel for the night before and the night afterwards nearby so that we don't have to faff about with all that. We get maximise our time while we're there.
And you'll get a new cabin.
And we'll hopefully get a new cabin.
Room top.
What we
room
did
top.
notice, and I know someone on the Facebook page said the other day, the prices of Davy Crockett are more expensive than Sequoia Lodge from the beginning of August.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What
which
does
is
that?
quite
What does that tell
interesting.
you?
What does it tell you? Who knows? So I noticed this, and I was all ready to press the button on Sequoia Lodge, and then we decided to move it to a different date. So anyway, yeah, Davy Crockett. And for this, Laura actually said, get this. Laura said this morning, Chris, you know what? If you decided that you wanted to vlog about the gluten-free and celiac stuff and what it's like to experience it, I'd be very happy for you to do that because I've been looking for something and I can't find anything anywhere. So I'm going to do a vlog while I'm there relating to that, but I'm also going to do something beforehand about the planning and stuff that we're doing as well, and everything that we're going through, the sites that we've used, the places that we found information on, all that sort of stuff. So that will come probably not till March time, but that's something that I'm going to work on to deliver as well, because
Excellent.
there
And
isn't a lot of stuff about
what
this
is it
at
you're
the
going?
moment. We're going 22nd of July. Did I say June? 22nd of July to the 24th of July.
Exciting.
And then we're getting in our cars and driving 4.5 hours to a Eurocamp to stay there for 5 nights, I think. No, four nights, 5 days. But we're staying 15 minutes from F-Telling, so we're going to go and have a day at F-Telling as well.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's the magic.
So there you go. So we're doing a bit of a double header. Although I haven't bought the F-Telling tickets yet because day tickets don't go on sale until 3 months before. But that is the plan, and we're very much looking forward to it.
That's amazing.
Bonnie
that
says
sounds so
anything's
good.
Euro possible.
I learned a lot of slogans.
Slogans from YouTube videos.
Slogans.
Very good.
We want to, next time we go, I want to specifically, but this is for Bonnie. There's a zoo in Belgium that has got giant pandas.
Oh.
We are giant panda mad.
You've
And
mentioned this
there
a
are
couple
very,
of weeks
very
ago.
few in Europe. They're in very specific places. And we just want to go and see the giant pandas, basically. We want to see them do forward rolls down the hillside, don't we?
What I'm wearing.
Bonnie
Oh, yeah.
is wearing a panda onesie.
Oodie.
No, it's not a onesie. It's an oodie.
Hoodie.
So I
it called
want
an Oodie?
our plan to look very similar to yours, except not Efteling. Be close to
Panda
the
thing
panda
instead.
thing. Panda
Which
thing.
actually is kind of on the way. I might have a look and see where it is, because for the drive back to Calais, because we're going to cross at Calais, it makes sense. We did talk about doing the whole thing, but the thing about that is an overnight on the boat is like 400 quid each way, which just seems utterly ridiculous. So we're going to drive instead the rest of the way.
I cannot. You know how often I moan about the transport to get to Disneyland Paris. The options aren't great. However, yeah, we can get the boat if we do that, but it's probably not cheaper. It just means you don't have the 5-hour drive.
Yeah.
Danielle will also do some gluten-free talk in her.
I was literally going to say that, yeah.
Last week.
And I think we've had bits of talk in the past as well, so I'll try and incorporate some of the feedback that you guys have given in the past into things as well. If you've got any hints and tips, please email to me, mailbox@37disneystreet.co.uk, because I will utilise and pull all that stuff together, and if I can do something that's of use to people in the future, I think it's a worthwhile thing. But also, if it's of use to me, that's kind of good too.
2 people looking for the name Jeffrey in an American show. 2 people said the butler from Fresh Prince, who is still English.
Famously British. Yeah.
Sorry to rib you guys. Susie likes your cardigan.
Yes.
Hi, Susie.
I like your cardigan too.
I like my cardigan too.
Susie's just been to the only remaining Disney store in England just recently.
Oh, we went there not
It's a
too far
birthday,
back,
isn't it?
didn't
Or was
we?
it yesterday? Today. It's a birthday
Is
today.
it your birthday?
Yeah. Susie's birthday, isn't it?
Is that right,
Happy
Susie?
birthday.
It's definitely around now.
Let us know, Susie.
Do we have a
'cause-
jingle?
Well, let's just double check.
I'm sure it is.
Birthday today. Play the jingle.
Do some kind of voiceover to it. In a voice for a Mickey.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy
Hot dog.
birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hannah wins. She said Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. Yes.
Unless
yes.
it's Jefferson. Jefferson is a more American name, isn't
Hey,
it?
let's find out. Anyway, Jeff Goldblum. I bet his name's like something completely different.
Did I ever tell you about my
Jeffrey Lynn Goldblum.
Jeffrey Lynn?
Jeff Lynn?
Jeff Lynn?
Jeff Lynn Goldblum from Electric Light Orchestra.
That man's a legend.
Travelling Wilburys. The Move. And the Idol Race. Oh, and a band before that. Something about
We're
dogs.
again getting a
Something about
long
dogs or
way off.
something.
You're listening to
Disney.
the 37 Disney Street Music Podcast.
9 o'clock, not done a single piece of news. Can I chip in?
Do some news.
Get on with it, yeah, because we've got loads of presents.
There's not much news, to be fair. Magic tricks. So Friday night, the 10th, saw the debut of Disney Tales of Magic, which is the new nighttime spectacular on the castle. This goes through instead of going through different movies, different IPs, or having like a standalone story like Dreams, this goes through different ways to feel the magic. Now, I never watch videos of these things because I don't want spoilers, and even if it's months, I'd rather stay spoiler free.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what that means. But
I could watch a spoiler because all these shows look the same to me. So I could watch the spoiler and I wouldn't know that I'd seen it.
well,
I swear we've seen the same show 5 times now.
I think we have though.
I will watch it. There you go. I'll watch a spoiler and I'll tell you what it's about next week.
Okay.
Without
So-
spoiling it.
This has got fewer fireworks, which is kind of the way things are going, but it is laden with special effects. And it's got synchronized projections down Main Street.
Oh, I saw some clips of that yesterday, I think, online. It looks pretty spectacular.
And I will say, I read 5 or 6 different Twitter accounts who do reviews and things, and they've got universally well-received enthusiasm for it, including the famously snarky DLP report, who they really liked it. So it must be good.
I just think doing things down Main Street means that it doesn't matter if you're in the hub to be able to see everything going on in the castle. It gives you another thing to watch.
It also makes people see it more than once, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, where we stood last time, we had an amazing view of the castle. We didn't turn around once. Now, to be fair, there wasn't anything going on behind us, but if there was, we wouldn't have been turning around and looking. So it makes people watch once from the hub and once from Town Square, and, you know.
I turned around about once every 30 seconds to glare at the 2 teenage girls behind me who kept knocking my bag.
Oh,
So I would have noticed. John gives it 5 stars. The new show looks amazing. The light projection and drones are brilliant.
Awesome.
wow. I do understand why they're going away from fireworks. I mean, there's the cost thing.
Yeah.
And that these are combustibles that they have to let go every night. They're incredibly expensive. There's the environmental thing. They use silent ones at Paris as well, don't they? For the local neighbourhood and stuff. And I'm not really sad about it. it does mean you can't see it from a distance as much. There are still fireworks, it just doesn't rely on them. And I like all like the projections on the fountains and all the and laser shows and stuff like that they do. So looking forward to that one. Anyone going from now really, you will see the new show. If you do stay up for fireworks shows, which not everybody does.
Indeed. Indeedly doodly.
Move on.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
move on.
Starships. I'm really not good at this like headline game, I have to say. But Starbucks locations at Santa Fe and Cheyenne
I would not have guessed that.
are shutting.
Star shuts.
I know.
But they're
not
shutting.
No, they're not shutting permanently. They're closing for several months, starting January the 17th, which is the end of this week. Next week.
Starbucks, the close wars,
Yes.
because they're closing.
So, I mean, this seems relatively minor, and it is. However, a lot of people will build into their Disney habits that going and getting the Starbucks in the morning from the hotel thing. It is going to massively increase the traffic at the Starbucks in the village, like massively. Thinking about it, so the 2 hotel locations are gone. Everyone walks through the village to get to the what's the word I'm looking for? To get to the parks. There is another Starbucks in the train station, but that means leaving the bubble and going into the grey world beyond.
With the normal people.
With the normal people,
muggles.
beyond security, we don't go there. So it's if you are a coffee hound.
€1. Go past those guys. €1.
If this is what you need first thing in the morning, you're going to have to plan accordingly. And it's no better in the parks, is it, Chris, as your massive bugbear is, getting coffee.
No.
So, just something to consider. Right, Thunderstruck. Big Thunder.
What is that?
It's a song, isn't it?
What song?
Thunderstruck. Thunder.
By who?
Thunder by... I can't remember.
Okay.
Okay, so Big Thunder Mountain.
Gonna be like a music bed.
Okay, Big Thunder Mountain closes for at least 6 months. It's already closed.
That's it?
Yeah,
6 months?
I know.
They said it's scheduled to reopen early summer, didn't they, initially? But there is no date being given, so...
Yeah.
ACDC, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to commit to ACDC. Thank you, Jen.
So this is in tandem with it closing in Disney World. I don't think there's any relevance to that at all. It just happens to be closed in both places. It's closed for over a year in Disney World, and they're replacing the track. It was massively updated in 2018 when they did Project Sparkle. That was one of the things that was closed for like nearly a year then. So I can only presume that there's some mechanical issue that they have to deal with. I don't think it's going to be updated or overlaid in any way.
They're just refurbing bits, aren't they? That's why.
It must be, yeah. It must be just a mild freshen, so to speak. But as John says, these coasters are getting old because most of them are over 30 years old. That one will be now.
Interesting story about Big Thunder Mountain. We keep asking Ollie if he's going to go back on it again. And he says, is that the one with the loop-the-loop? And we say, no, it doesn't have the loop-the-loop. And he says, yes, it does. And he swears blind that when you go into the dark bit at the end, there's a loop-the-loop. He's absolutely certain of it, and we know what he's like. So Ollie is stubborn to a point where when he knows something is wrong and he knows he's not right, he doubles down and still is adamant that he's in the right, even though he knows he's not. So he's got a little wry smile on his face. That is the one with the loop-de-loop.
He's wrong.
He is very wrong. De-wrong.
So that's something else to consider. This is my last bit of news, by the way. I am rattling through, and then we can talk gifts and things like that. Wood in the hood. What did you say?
Massive Woody.
Massive Woody. I don't usually talk construction of World of Adventure because we'd be doing it every single week, and it'd be like, look, they've put some more tiles on Arundel shop. But something quite large has arrived up the avenue this week. A massive Woody. So this will be.
You've taken something
Let's
and
just
made
clip
it worse
that out.
there, Lucy.
We'll clip that out.
Can you make a timestamp there,
and make
please?
it as a but we'll make it as a short. We'll publicise the show with just that.
Okay. So Toy Story Land is currently the entrance to it that is opposite Toon Square or whatever that's called is currently your massive buzz.
Why, I'm on Toon Square.
Yeah. So that's a big buzz. We like to walk between his legs. He's putting a bit of a strut on, like this.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
The other entrance is the Barrel of Monkeys that takes you to...
Plaza de Remy.
thank you. Plaster Remy, I think. Okay.
All right, whatever.
Takes you that way. But now it's going to have a third entrance. It's going to take you onto the Avenue. The Avenue des Stars, or whatever it's called. Okay? And that has now got an equivalent Big Woody that's equivalent to the Big Buzz in a similar kind of posture, and it is huge. And it arrived this week. It looks quite spectacular. So I thought, breaking with tradition of not talking about all those renovations, I would mention it because it's exciting.
Is he talking?
Yeah.
Does he talk?
I don't know. I mean, no one knows Hugh. It's still on the building side.
If he does, if it's like the one in America, here's a little fact for you guys. You can impress your friends with this. That's not Tom Hanks's voice. It's actually his sister doing the voice.
Get out.
John says Jessie's there too. Ooh.
What I like about that fake fact is when you start telling it, a lot of people roll their eyes internally and they go, "Yeah, we all know it's his brother." What's his brother called? It's something Hanks. I know that.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
What's his brother called? But yeah, he's.
We
all know his brother does the voices for the merch.
Interestingly as well, though,
just like him.
Jessie's voice is done by her brother,
John Cusack.
John Cusack. Yeah.
Jim Hanks.
Jim Hanks.
Jim Hanks.
Look, he looks like a young Tom Hanks, but with no hair.
Yeah, he does.
Well.
There's a Larry Hanks.
Lazar.
And he looks like him as well.
Oh, what would Larry Hanks sound like?
Wow.
He'd sound like Jeffrey, I reckon. Maybe we should have gone with Larry.
Just talking about the Hankses. The
You are a toy.
Whilst I've been glued to the screen watching the horror of the LA fires this week, Tom Hanks's house was left untouched, even though the neighbour behind and in front of him had been completely flattened and burnt. And you can see why, because his house kind of juts out. But I saw some absolute morons on X. You'd never think you'd find morons on X, would you? Saying that that's evidence that it was space lasers and that Tom Hanks was in on the conspiracy. And I'm like, oh, that answers that then.
I left X this week. I am no longer there because I reached this point where I just thought, if this guy's going to interfere in our politics and continue to behave like this, I don't want anything at all to do with him, so I just cancelled my account.
It's not cool.
I've made my account private and I don't do it. And if someone sends me a link, I've got a friend who keeps sending me links, and I've told him now twice when I've seen him, I probably won't check those links, and he keeps sending me links to them. I've only kept it open because we do get some school announcements on there, but it's completely inactive now.
I've decided that my school needs to be more responsible and stop putting things on there as well, because I just think that as a platform now, it's reached a point where it's not really sustainable.
No.
We as a country could be saying we're going to ban this in the same way that China did, and I think we've got valid reasons for it if we did.
Yeah,
and that's the
he's a security threat.
It is.
My Blue Sky yesterday, maybe today, finally overtook my Threads follower number, and I thought Blue Sky was just small time, but it's actually overtaken my Threads.
Oh, loads of people have followed me on Blue Sky recently.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not anything to do with Disney.
I'm done. That's all she wrote.
Ooh, she's done.
Bonnie,
Yes.
come and show your bag.
Ooh, yeah, come and show your bag.
Bonnie got a. We spent so on the video, on my recent video, if you saw it, we were trying to. I don't know if Bonnie knew what was going on, but we were trying to get some ideas about what type of loungefly she might like. So I said, Bonnie, your challenge on this trip is to find a loungefly, like the best loungefly you can find. But it didn't really give us any clues. So in the end, we went for kind of a neutral one, pastel colours with sequins, and it kind of goes with lots of things, doesn't it?
That's proper lovely, that,
so
Bonnie.
Bonnie's like, it's not your first loungefly, is it? It's your first like classic loungefly.
It is her first loungefly.
It's my first
I thought you'd had like
loungefly.
ones that were loungefly branded, but not like this,
No.
No,
like canvas ones. No.
no.
It's a start of a beautiful relationship.
Beautiful, expensive collection. And then Hugh also, at the same time he was running off to get me this. Or
Yeah,
maybe
I
a
didn't put this on
different
the
time,
video, actually.
He ran off and got me the Small World Loungefly.
I mean, that is beautiful.
That is so beautiful. Looky.
I wanted to get the on Lucy's video. I don't know if you've uploaded it yet. I reenacted your face when you saw it. Although you didn't mention it after that, so I didn't think you were actually that bothered. But I snuck off and got that, pretending to go to the loo.
It's also it's got a QR
There's lots
code.
of sneaking off and hiding things in my bag.
And it's got a QR code on the back. And if you scan it, it gives you like wallpapers for your phone and stuff as well. So that's a little bonus extra. It is absolutely gorgeous. No, what it was is I allow myself one ridiculous purchase per holiday. And I'd already decided I was getting that Christmas cape thing that I did get. And I was looking seriously at this with the thought that if it's still thinking in my head when I get back, I can always look for it online. But I didn't need to because Hugh bought me it because he's so nice.
When we met Matthew and Pauline from Wales, I went into my bag for some stickers and it was just there in my bag. But you didn't see it.
I love it when things like that happen.
Yeah.
When everything's like in plain view and you don't notice.
Did I get any Disney stuff? Your parents got us a quiz book.
I'm going to get one more thing. My mum got me a rather cool Minnie Mouse baseball cap with spotty rims, spotty ears,
Peak.
red bow, peak. So I will be wearing that in Florida.
That is nice.
It is good,
I
isn't it?
like it.
Did you get any Disney stuff?
I don't think I did. No, I got food vouchers and stuff. We're going to go to 6 by Nico next Saturday.
Ooh.
And I got the Lego thing that you've got up there, the bonsai tree, because last year I got a bonsai tree for Christmas and it died within a month. So this year I got a Lego bonsai tree so it won't die. But I've put on the Lego frogs on mine instead of putting the greenery on that you've put on.
The frogs?
Yeah, the blossoms are Lego
the pink
frogs.
ones,
There are
yeah.
101 Lego frogs on that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. 101.
Do you know where we're going for my birthday?
Where?
And you're included in this. The whole gang's going.
Ooh.
I've decided we're going to Hickory's.
Oh, down in Horbury Bridge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
wait.
we pass it. I like that kind of thing.
Is it?
I like that kind of fake Tex-Mex themed type of place.
We've been talking about wanting to go there for ages, but I need to check it out and see what Ollie can have.
When we mentioned it to our other friend, Brookie, he said this about it. He said, yeah, we went. It was all right.
But the thing
Like
is with
that.
Hugh,
But he's not a foodie, is he?
that's all he wants for his birthday is something that's all right. He doesn't want to go somewhere amazing.
Yeah.
I want
'Cause
just
then
something a bit novel.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
That's where we're going.
Should we do some Christmas presents?
Yeah.
Right. Shall I start? Because this is going to be really weird. Okay. So first off, Lucy, your present was really easy. I knew what I wanted to get you and I got you it. However, I am concerned that having got you it, it might be something that you've already got. But if I give you your present now, then I'm going to be spending ages of time with you. So I'm going to let you build up to that, okay?
Okay.
And whilst building up to it, here's some work perks for you. Oh no, I just dropped something.
Work perks.
Work perks, because it's a company that I work for, isn't it? Kind of inadvertently.
Ooh.
And then
Now-
these are a throw. Oh, sorry, go on.
The work perks are a bottle of hazelnut matchsticks. Box and a box of mint matchsticks.
Yep.
And I'm just wondering if it's worth taking my braces out and spending calories on having some now.
Oh, there you are.
I will make that decision while you talk.
These were
Hugh.
Christmas snacks that I brought, but there's only 3 in a packet.
Oh man, these are these
you
made
had
by
these?
like Rose, someone in Ireland, a company.
I don't know, possibly.
Let's have a look.
I just saw them and I thought they're Christmassy.
It's how do I know this? It's by Rose Manufacturing Limited
All right, are they awful?
in Ireland. No, I just they do like I've seen them do Ghostbusters ones of these, and it's always like a wafer cone with a marshmallow top to it. Bonnie didn't like marshmallows. I'm gonna have one though.
Haha.
I think I have to have one now. I think I have to. Hang on though.
So
Ooh,
I don't know how to start with this because here's what happened. This is the thing with Hugh, right?
oh, my marshmallow came out.
I got something that I thought was pretty cool that I thought he'd like. It's not Disney related. In fact, none of this is apart from the bag that it's in. But I got Hugh something I thought he'd like. And this is it, Hugh. It's wrapped. There you go. Happy
Happy Al.
Christmas.
Well,
But I needed an extra thing to go with it to make it worthwhile.
okay.
So I bought you the extra thing.
Oh.
But I didn't buy the extra thing for you until after Christmas, and I didn't realise I'd already bought you other extra things that weren't even related to this. So I've got a bag full of junk for you here.
Brilliant.
But this is the thing that goes with that thing.
Oh. It's a kind of Rubicon.
It is. I mean, that was just because I couldn't find anything better. It needs to be something mango flavoured. I know how much Hugh likes a slushie in the bath.
I love a slushy in the bath.
So I got him a slushie maker and a drink for it.
Yes.
But also, here you go. You've probably got that as well, but there you go.
Lucy got me one of these for Christmas.
There you go.
This exact thing.
So now you can have a bath. But
It's the exact one.
because I wanted
it's
something mango,
It's a bubble bath, guys.
because I wanted something mango and I couldn't find the right type of drink, I bought you those.
Bubbleology, passion fruit bubble tea.
And at some point before Christmas, I thought, oh,
And mango.
hot sauces are good, so I bought you those.
I was looking at these in the shop yesterday,
Well, there we are.
and I picked it up and I thought, I wonder what this is, and I went, ooh, Brussels sprout kimchi, and I put it back and I thought, oh, I don't know about that. But now I've got an excuse to try it.
Well, it could be something we do on the show potentially
Yeah,
if
we
you
could.
want.
And the other one is spiced cranberry hot honey. Oh.
But the plus side of all of this is that, Lucy, you can have this Moana bag. Here you go.
Thank
And
you.
your present is inside it. It's quite
Oh.
heavy. So it'll just
I'm
be
thinking
warm.
actually this spiced cranberry will last until May 26th, so I'm going to keep that for Christmas. I'm going to set a reminder
Perfect.
to have
Yes, do it.
it. Well, thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome, and I'm sorry it's so random.
Does anyone want a snowman marshmallow cup, snow cream pie?
Does Bonnie want one?
She
Bonnie
doesn't
have
like
one?
marshmallow. I'll have one.
You have one, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, this slushy maker is going to get some good use.
Right, so
Thank you.
I've taken the wrapping off, and all I've got is a brown box.
I really hope you like this, and I hope you haven't already had one or got one. But if you
With
have,
no
it'd still be of use to you.
No clue as to what's in it. A book is in it, which is always of use to me. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And it's a pop-up. Oh! It's a pop-up book and a notebook. Oh, that's beautiful.
I just thought, I know how much Lucy likes writing stuff down on bits of paper.
I do.
And you always have really nice notebooks, and I just thought I saw this
Is there a pop-up
in November, I
element to
think. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I saw it in
pop-up
November and thought, oh,
That's
Okay,
amazing.
That is good. That is really good. And
Hold it up for the viewers. Have you held it up for the viewers?
no.
It's huge.
it is a really big notebook. I mean,
So that's the a pop-up element, which is a stained glass window of Phoebus and Esmeralda. That's just your blank pages. Now let me find, where was that other nice? Oh,
well,
look
the
at
corners are a
that.
bit dented, aren't they?
And there's
annoying.
Esmeralda doing a bit of pole dancing. Very nice. That's beautiful.
Now I'm worried because I warned Chris. I said I'm worried that your presents are going to be underwhelming. I mean, I haven't even properly wrapped them. They've got tissue paper on them, but
I bought you make your own bubble tea, mate.
I'll give you them, and then I'll pass you the bag to put them in afterwards. Right.
Okay.
I thought one of these you were going to get me, and then we'd do that thing where you give it to me, and I gleefully inside realise that I've got you the same one. But then I don't say anything, and I just, as I hand it back to you, the same gift back to you, I just describe it the same way you did to me.
Oh, I'm gutted that hasn't happened.
And it was going to be this one. Where is it? There it is. There we go. There's going to be lots of liquidy things.
Lots of liquidy things.
Because don't forget, the official
Ooh,
flavour of this channel is mango.
mango.
Because of the mango whip.
It's mangoed ketchup by Leon, which is one of Ollie's favourite places at the moment because they're gluten-free chicken nuggets.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it
Oh,
sounded
very
good, that.
That does sound good.
Mango ketchup.
Oh.
There is one more there's another sauce here. I only got you this because of the bottle, but I think you might already have this, but we've had smaller ones of these before. The sauce inside will undoubtedly be rubbish.
The bottle feels amazing, and I have no bottles like this.
Well, I think have you had something like that before?
No, I got you those other ones, but
You
no.
got some small stormtrooper helmets. And
This
it's
is
a
a big
larger one.
stormtrooper. Yeah, no, I've not had any. I've tasted the ones that you had.
Yeah.
Because we had them on the show, didn't we?
But I'm thinking if the sauce is rubbish, because I think it'll just be a standard hot sauce.
Yeah.
You might have to put something else in there. I'm not sure what, to be honest.
Well, I'll put your sauce in that you make next time.
Bonnie doesn't like the snow pie, so I'm going to have that as well.
That's a bit gross.
What are they like?
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. It's nice. It's creamy. I'm not a big like just pure marshmallow fan, but it's
I
like
can't
a
remember what
creamy
this is.
marshmallow.
Oh, thanks. Can't remember what this is. I like all the tissue paper though. Oh, looks like a pair of socks. It is a pair of socks. Look at that. With Fozzie Bear on them. Fozzie socks.
Soccer.
And if I just position it like this, it looks like it's my head.
Ah!
Ah.
Nice to feed you.
This one's from me.
Oh, thank you. Ooh. Ooh. How to speak dog. Oh, that's cool.
You see, you're going to be able to interpret every eyebrow movement from now on.
How to speak dog.
But what if what I think she's saying and I'm like of affection isn't actually what she's saying?
What if it
I'm
turns
worried-
out?
I'm worried I've misinterpreted things.
What if it turns out she's got a really awful personality?
She hates
and
me.
this reveals it. And the last thing, Chris, I've not given you one of these, have I?
Don't think so.
Because everyone's got one of these this Christmas.
Oh.
I watched this.
That doesn't make him feel very special.
I watched this. Well, no, but not everyone I love gets one of these.
He loves you.
I watched this
I know he does.
beer review channel, and this came highly recommended. He gave it like 10 out of 10, and it's a German beer.
It's a triple.
It's
Oh.
8%.
Carmelite.
But I liked the label so much that I bought loads of them over Christmas.
That is really nice, isn't it?
It's a lovely bottle. I'm trying to tie it into Disney. Let's think of the German pavilion at Epcot.
Okay.
Perhaps you could get that there. Can I hold it up for the viewers? It's got a
Yes.
lovely
Well,
traditional.
Carmelite.
It's a lovely traditional, like
So
stamped on label.
the beer channel that you watch gave it 10 out of 10, but have you drunk any yet, Huey?
No, I haven't, and I'm now in my 6-month not drinking period.
I will have that for my birthday.
One of the people in the comments though said I had a bottle of that yesterday. It tasted like petrol.
But
So I
maybe
don't know.
maybe
So
some
it's
people
one
like petrol.
Taste,
Oh, all right.
taste is different for everyone, though.
Yeah.
I swear I taste spice
Do
different.
you know we were drinking that Rockin' Rudolph on our
Oh yeah.
Theatre Lads Night Out? We all kind of enjoyed that, didn't we? It was quite nice.
It's all right.
He hated that.
Did he?
Yeah.
It was
So-
a darker one, that wasn't it?
Yeah. It was,
It was
nice.
all right. It
Had a
was okay.
couple.
Yeah, yeah.
Just goes to show. Anyway, here's a bag to put them in.
Oh, look at that! Thank you very much.
And Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas to you as well.
everyone. God bless us,
Right,
everyone.
we can
So-
put Christmas to bed now.
Yeah, now it's your birthday.
Hang on, just take my jumper off.
Look at that. We're only 12 days into a new year, and you've booked a Disney trip,
Yep.
and I've
That's
no
it.
follow up to that. I was going to do a big list of exciting things. Oh, we finally did the Disneyland Paris map jigsaw over Christmas,
Oh.
which was a really, really satisfying
I did
one
about
to do.
4 pieces.
Oh.
I put my back out doing
It was very easy to do because you know where everything is.
Mm-hmm.
So the rides are labelled, the attractions are labelled. Bonnie, have you got any, as Joey was asking about goals for Disney or Disneyland Paris, have you got anything that you think, next time we go, I want to do that? Maybe you overthink.
Just Tiana's Bayou.
Tiana's Bayou, she
Yep.
says.
Yeah, I want to do that as well.
Bayou Adventure.
I don't think I'm ever going to get to America. Full stop, like any of America ever.
Oh,
I don't think I'm ever going
Chris.
to get there.
Don't
Unless, of
say
course,
that.
we suddenly become part of America in the not too distant future because Elon Musk
Well, because like
invades us
Trump's doing
to liberate us
expansionism
from
now.
our evil tyrant of a government.
First he'll buy Greenland, then he'll absorb Canada, and then we're next, aren't we?
If any of you are going on trips in the near future, or you've just got back from a trip, don't forget to send us a trip report.
Yeah, Matt said, I went to Disney for one day. Would you want a trip report?
We would.
Yes, please.
Mailbox at 37disneystreet.co.uk. We have 2 trip reports. One of them's from Nick, which was half read, if you remember, because it was only half sent. And the other one, I can't remember who it's from, but we have another one from someone who was there the same time as you guys were there as well. So we will get around to do some trip reports next week, I think, won't we?
Joey has just asked, what do you think? What do you all think of the USA getting their Run Disney dates, but Paris didn't?
Well,
Robbed.
They got them. I can't remember when they got them, but it was 2023, I think, so not that long after the pandemic, really. And when they got them back, we thought, oh, we're next. I don't think it'll come back now.
I don't think they can be bothered.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll come back either.
I think they're looking at the pros and the cons and the economics of it, and because they don't have the infrastructure that they've got over there. Like Disney World do several a year, and so they've kind of got it all set up.
They don't need to draw extra people in either. And
Yeah.
I know it's not the same thing, but if anyone's seen the Alton Towers, they do a 10K at Alton Towers every year, and it causes absolute chaos there because they have all these like rules about who can go and who can't and things, and it ends up being one of the most busiest days of the year for them. And I guess that's great, but it's not great for people who are visiting. So
It's the busiest day I have ever been in Disneyland Paris. Is the Sunday of the well, no, it must have been the Saturday of the Run Disney race. It was insane and
In the
draining,
membrane.
and I was shattered. It's the only time I've been on my own, which was lovely in a way, although I missed my family. But it's kind of nice to wander around on your own. But it was just drainingly busy. And to the point where I said, if I go again and do just a weekend for Run Disney, I just won't get park tickets. I'll just go do the race, because you get to go in the park from the race, and then I'll like chill out at the hotel and use the spa and stuff like that to make my body recover, because it's just not worth going in. And then there's poor people who've booked a family holiday not knowing it's the race weekend. Have a dreadful time. Right.
We had a message from Emma recently that said, just speaking of trip reports, because I did say, if you fancy doing a trip report, do so. But Emma got in touch and said, I'm so pleased I found this pod. We just got back from DLP over Christmas, and it was the most magical holiday ever. We've already booked for next year. This has totally helped with my Disney blues, and you guys are like having buddies in the car with you.
Yay!
Keep up the good
Aw.
work. That's from Emma.
what wonderful feedback.
I like it. Helps me to know that I am somebody's buddy in the car on the way to Disneyland Paris. Maybe it's like I'm on my way to Disneyland Paris.
We do talk some nonsense sometimes, though, don't we? But do you know what? My favourite podcasts
That's
are the
what
ones where you get to the point. You talk about
Yeah.
what you're going to talk about, but you have an interesting way of getting there.
Some Orange presidents would call that the weave,
we
but we all know that's a lie because he can't weave.
have a really big weave, probably the biggest weave.
We're weavers,
Weavers.
but we do get back to the point.
Sometimes.
Speaking of which, getting back to the point, after this show, I know Lucy led the show by saying this. After the show, we're doing a quiz for our Patreon subscribers. Just want to say a massive hello and welcome to John Scales, who's just joined as a Patreon member just before the show. Come and join us for a quiz. But just to kick off the year, to let you know, Patreon is there. It's £3 a month. You don't have to do it. There's no pressure. You know, if you want to come for a bit and then leave as well, then that's absolutely fine. It's entirely up to you. It helps us pay for things like these new mic stands that we've just purchased, which are going to help ultimately improve the audio because of positioning and all that sort of stuff, and other things like that. It doesn't really go towards anything else apart from just kind of fixing things up and trying to make the show better, doesn't it?
I will say though, when people do leave Patreon, we print their names out, burn it, and then bury it by a tree in France.
Yeah. I've also uploaded a new vlog yesterday, was it? Unfortunately, it took me so long because I was having real trouble with iMovie and it just wasn't doing what I wanted, and it kept like giving me this error message. And then eventually Hugh said, "Have you tried just re-downloading it?" So it's like turning it off and turning it back on again. I deleted it, reinstalled it, and now it works perfectly. And so I
beautiful.
finally managed to get the vlog up, but it's no thumbnail yet because, busy.
I'm going to do another photo reel thing. It's Christmas pictures, but I don't think it's too Christmassy. So because even though not many people watched it, the feedback I did have was very positive.
I loved it.
So I'm going to do another photo reel video. That's on my channel, but we'll link it in the playlists on our channel.
I've decided that stickers are so old-fashioned, and with us having Tiki Cup song and all that sort of stuff, we're going to get some coasters that we can give away.
Ooh, yes.
So that's something I'm going to sort out in the next few weeks. How cool will that be?
Danielle, the photo competition, I think we need to do this next week, don't we?
Yes.
Or at least get that kicked off next week.
We've
got loads of pictures for that.
I think, we're going to narrow it down to a certain number and then put that on the Facebook group, and people are going to have input. Is that right?
Should we each pick 3?
Yeah.
And then to make it up to 10, maybe Bonnie can pick one. of our favourites. If we've got any repeats, then we'll pick another one, and then we'll present them.
We said we'd do I think we were going to do a poll in the live chat actually for which pictures. So we show them all, number them, put a poll.
Yeah.
And everybody who's there on the live chat on the day can vote on which one they think should win, and then we'll choose the 3 winners based on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll pick 10.
Oh, we've done more than 10 than 3 winners though, weren't there? Because of the number of prizes you brought. So we need to figure that out as well.
Yeah.
We need to have a bit of a chat about it. But yeah, let's try and do it next week, or we'll narrow it down for next week and do it the week after.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you very much for being here with us tonight on 2025. Get ready for the big 2024 quiz. I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Bye-bye.
Bye, pals.
Catch you later.
Bonnie says bye.
Bonnie says bye. Oh, we're back to that thing with you where the audio doesn't go off until the stream finishes. So we can carry on talking until the music
Don't mention
finishes.
the massive bleep.
Don't ever mention massive bleep.